everyone, it's Vicky. Today I am making Zolpho. Zolpho is the twin brother of Zolphy, who I made a few weeks ago, and it is a zebra dolphin. So I found a sort of pattern on Pinterest and I enlarged it just by drawing the shapes out onto some brown paper, which I'm using there. And that's my pattern. So that part that I'm cutting out now is the belly part, the underneath of the dolphin, and the top is going to be zebra print. So first thing I need to do is cut out 2 tail pieces. And then I'm going to cut out 6 fins, which I didn't show in the video. And this is the body part that I'm cutting out. You can see I'm not using pins and I'm just really cutting it quite quickly. And I do have to give my dolphin a bit of a chin lift a bit later because of my rush. I cut the one piece too long, but it's okay. Zolpho likes plastic surgery. And so now my pieces are cut and I'm just tidying up a little bit. So there you can see my body, and I've left that little piece of paper out because it's got some markings, and I'm going to sew my fins together and my tail together, and I'm going to stuff them with a little bit of stuffing. I'm going to turn them inside out and then I'm going to stuff them, and then I'm going to use the markings on my pattern to see where to attach the fins before I sew everything down. This dolphin took about an hour to make from start to finish. I have cut some bits out and I have fast forwarded this video. It's quite a quick project once you've got your pattern cut out. And I try and sew everything all at once so it looks a little bit like a bunting. Just makes it a bit quicker. So there's the fins, and I'm just trimming close to the edge so it can turn out easily. I'm going to turn them inside out, and I'm going to use a bit of stuffing inside each one. I don't stuff it very full, it's just enough so that you know there's something inside. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I didn't iron anything either. So there goes the stuffing. And I'm using that marking on the pattern just to see where to sew that down. And I'm going to sew the fins down now. I'm using a zigzag stitch and I'm just going to attach them now. It makes it a little bit easier than later on. So I'm going to sew a fin to each side of the top of the body, and then I'm going to sew the top fin to one of the tops of the body, and then later on it'll all get stitched together. And now I'm attaching the white part, which is the tummy, to one of the sides. So I'm going to attach it with a straight stitch first. You can see all the crinkles because I didn't iron it. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a zigzag just to give extra support to that seam. So I'm going from the tail to the nose, and this is where I noticed that I cut my white piece a bit too long, and he's going to need a chin lift a little bit later just to make sure everything fits together. So this is the other side that I'm sewing down. So you attach the two top bits to the bottom bits, and I'm going to leave a gap so that I can stuff later and turn it inside out. So there's that first straight stitch, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a zigzag now. And that's what it looks like if you open it out at this stage. So I'm trimming some threads and I'm going to add the tail. I'm going to sew it down just to secure it. And this is where I give him a bit of a chin lift. So I'm just getting rid of some of the extra white fabric that's by his nose and chin area. It's not ideal. And now I'm going to sew from the nose all the way to the back. I'm just popping the tail inside where there was a little gap, and I'm going to do another zigzag along that top edge just to make sure all those seams are nice and secure. And I'll just go backwards and forwards over the tail to make sure everything's sewn down properly there. And now is the best part. Turning it inside out. I'm just pushing out the nose section with my scissors, and it looks like a dolphin, a zebra striped dolphin. So I've just noticed he needs a bit of work on his tail too, so as well as chin lift, he's also getting a bit of a tail tuck. And I've got this batting that was left from one of the quilts I've been working on, so I'm going to use that first, and then I'm going to stuff him with toy stuffing. And now I've got my toy stuffing, so I'm going to keep stuffing him. I thought I'd got him full enough, but I actually think once he's finished he could have used a little bit more. But I did try and get as much as I could in there. Just going and going and going. I can't believe how much gets inside there. And I think he's ready. And now I'm using a needle and some cotton, and I'm just going to sew up that hole that I used to turn him inside out and to stuff him. And then I'm doing a little bit of a tail tuck for him. There was a piece that was in the wrong place, so I just wanted to sew it down. And after he's had his plastic surgery, I'm going to embroider on his mouth. I'm using embroidery floss, and I've used all 6 strands. And I'm doing a back stitch. And I've sped it up a bit so you don't have to watch me do the whole mouth. Giving it a good squish just to make sure everything's in the right place. And I'm going to get 2 button eyes. Now Zolpho has to be an identical twin, or as identical as possible, to Zolphy, who was made a few weeks ago. And Zolphy had these blue gingham button eyes, so that's what Zolpho is getting. And I think he's a very good replica. He looks very similar to his sister. Looks like he can swim quite well. His fins are all the right way. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your day. Bye.